something good. Oh, something good. Oh, something good tonight. Make me forget about you for now. Get high, hit the floor before you go. Matador, Escocada, you're my blood sport. But something good, oh, something good, oh, something good, oh, something good tonight. Make me forget about you for now. Get high, hit the floor before you go. Matador, Estocada, you're my blood sport. 48,000 seats, bleeds and rolls, my memories of you. Now that I am clean, there's no more distract from you. But something good, oh, something good, oh, something good, oh, something good tonight. Make me forget about you for now.
Fruit lattes, okay. Milk? Coffee? You don't drink coffee, are you? Yes. No. One short black. Fruit latte, short black. Gentlemen?
कुरा गर्दै हो कहिले हाँस्ने कहिले रुने हो मलाई नै सम्झेर
रोटी भनेको पहिला पहिला हामीले 10 पर्खिनु पर्थ्यो एक जोड
beside her, I am the better man. When I look to leave her, I always stagger back again. Once I built an ivory tower so I could worship from above. When I climbed down to be set free, she took me in again. There's a big hard sun beating on the big people in a big hard world. When she comes to greet me, see her pin her charm, she just throws it back at me. Once I dug an early grave to find a better land. She just smiled and laughed at me and took her blues back again. There's a big hard sun beating on the big people in the big hard world. Oh, there's a big hard sun beating on the big people in the big hard world. When I go to cross that river, she is comfort by my side. When I try to understand, she just opens up her hands. I stood to lose her when I saw what I had done. Bound down and threw away the hours of her garden and her son. So I tried to warn her, I turned to see her weep. 40 days and 40 nights, and it's still coming down me. There's a big hard sun beating on the big people in the big hard world.
I take 2 bottles of water yesterday.
Yesterday, yep. Excellent. I'll leave those. We've been up since 5 o'clock.
Yet I went to bed at 3 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday.
Lucky you.
Yesterday we forget to order the breakfast. We order right now.
That's
Okay,
fine.
we'll
We're
be
not
down
in
in
a
a
rush,
second.
are we?
Yeah. We're only doing a acclimatization hike. Without any door. I'm trying to warm up my hair.
Knock knock. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
Fine.
That's good.
Good sleep last night?
Very good sleep last
Yeah.
night. Yeah. Bit cold this morning.
Pretty cold?
Yeah, the windows all iced in.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what's the plan for today? Matt's in a shower.
Shower.
Yeah.
Good morning. Hello. Morning. How are you?
Sandesh.
Hello.
Good morning.
my word. Good sleep?
Fantastic, mate.
Yeah.
This is what saves you in this place. Yeah. The hot water bottle.
That was good?
Yeah. Without this, I would have died. Definitely.
How's your sleeping bag?
Cold.
Cold?
Yeah. You didn't finally miss Nepal to join them.
What about the with blanket?
Suck me in again, Sandesh. Okay.
Did you find Miss Nepal here? No.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Texas! Oh, that's bright. The sun.
Sun.
I'm glad I wake up looking like roses every day. Woo! Any questions, sir?
No, sir.
Excellent, sir. Excellent. I've got a bit of a headache at the moment.
Oh.
My friend Altitudes just said hello
Yes.
last night. Yeah, just a little bit.
Did you find Miss Nepal last night?
Miss Nepal, yeah, she come in. She said she'll see me back in Kathmandu. She's busy.
She's busy, okay.
So yeah, I'll see her soon, okay?
Okay.
Tell her I love her very much and I
Yeah.
look forward to seeing her, okay?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Huh? This is you?
Yes, we're all up. Beat you to it.
I haven't even had a chance to do my hair yet.
Well, I went to have a shower and it's frozen.
It was not hot.
Yeah. No water. All frozen.
I slept alright. It was pretty cold, so I slept with my jacket inside my sleeping bag last night. It's freezing this morning.
So how was the day last
If you know what medication
Yesterday was good.
Yeah,
Where did we go from yesterday?
3
In
near
Bonche too. What's your name? Yeah, Fairshade. So that was.
But one of my friends, you know, that left a mobile number to
Really?
her. Yeah.
That's well
So she's gonna call
Yeah.
and she's Tamil.
Yeah. Oh, fingers crossed.
So tomorrow you're gonna meet someone or what?
I'm sure we'll meet a lot of people.
Definitely.
That's right. Definitely.
So enjoying your breakfast?
Enjoying the breakfast.
My friend, how was it? There was a early wake up today morning.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I was looking at the beauty, wasn't I?
There was a camera in front of you and I saw you in the camera. You've been like hoo 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 and like someone has been covering with the blanket.
It must have been the shock of the night terrors.
Yeah, I thought it was something else going at me then.
So can you say something about your sleep last night? So waking up in the morning, did someone disturb you or something like you're feeling more?
Well, I had a... Apparently was trying to kill me in the middle of the night. I had to tear my rusky hat. My
The wrong way
jacket's
round.
on, no, zipped up, socks on, boiling hot, didn't know where I was, couldn't see, just like, holy shit, where am I? I can't even get out, no, freaking 100 degrees. And yeah.
We could hear. We
Hey.
all heard.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. It wasn't very good. It was a
Trust
little
me,
bit rough.
you
didn't go through it, I have to go through it. Oh, you're the king.
Go on. Itaram again.
You already know what's going on. Who's baby? Order with me, okay?
Yeah.
I'll take it back to English.
Really in high demand.
So how is your dal bhat?
My dalba is very nice. If I could see it.
So what you have?
Sherpa stew with a boiled potato.
And you sure?
Tomato soup with some toast and some boiled potato.
He was the only one I could sell a boiled potato.
Same dal bhat?
Yeah, I had the dal bhat. I didn't quite get through this though. I don't know what that is.
It's good, isn't it? Lentil soup.
No, not quite into that. And then some potatoes and rice.
So how do you say?
Beans and potatoes.
You?
All good thanks, mate. Fried rice, potatoes, chips, and I've got
So what do you have? Sir?
chocolate souffle.
Something that looked like baked beans.
Peanut.
So no mamas today?
No mamas, baked beans on toast with some fried potato. And I had a roast chicken, roast potatoes, yeah, some pumpkin, some caviar, some lobster. Very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm trying to get jungle in mind.
You want to get some footage? You've got to go around that way to be on the
Wood stuff has come out.
Yeah. Good sir. Good sir. Good sir.
लाइट नमादिनु Malva.
Deep fried Malva. Welcome to day one of the Momo Confessions. Up until today, I had no idea what a Momo was. It's fair to say as a group, we've embraced Momo. I've had, excuse me, no less than 18 Momos today.
Breakfast, lunch and dinner, I'm confessing to dabbling in both steamed and fried. 9, 3, 12 total.
Okay. 21 momos. Well on track to achieving my weight gain goal.
Hello, my name's Simon. I've consumed 20 momos today, and one thing I can guarantee is I will be the Momo King.
I avoided death today. It's true. I nearly ate a meat momo. It's true. But now, strictly vegetarian for the rest of the trip. My target is 25 momos a day. Let's go.
Good evening, welcome to Luke's Diary of Love for Nepal 2011. I want to talk about some of my Momo experience today. I've managed to polish off about 16. I want to try and get that down a little bit because I'm on a bit of a weight lessening trip. So I think I'll try and aim for about 10.
Today I think I burned 900 calories, or maybe a little bit less, and with the probably 15 momos I ate, I'll probably put on, gain 1,000 calories. So my weight losing program started off really bad, so tomorrow I'm probably going to have about 10 momos.
If you make 6 packs for trekking, but due to Mama, I'm gonna make 12 packs now. I'll take in Mama today. Hi, I'm Sandesh. Momo is the best food in my life. I love eating Momo food. काम लागिरहेछ कतिको कमाइ भएको I think I bought too much water today.
Oh, really?
Everest today! Everest!
Everything was alright. Everything
was
alright. Never knew where we are. Never needed to know. Never needed to know just where we are. Everything was alright. All the people were living it right. I breathe in time to be where I was. If I need, give me all your
Did you go to school, Camberwell, together?
Nah.
Oh yeah. Hello.
If you look real high, you just might find sitting in the stars, glistening, glistening, waiting for the band to come. Just waiting for the man to come. Said, oh, I wonder. Slip on down from that sun to climb down to earth.
The Kalapatar, there's no view to compare. I watched myself and Sandesh watch the sunrise this morning. The sun was coming up behind, just to the right hand side of Mount Everest. It's probably one of the best views I've ever seen. It's definitely one of the highlights of this trip so far. It's going to be something hard to beat. Stoked. Didn't think I'd get this far. I live on sea level, so I live in the West Indies, and it's the highest I've ever been by far. So for me, it's an achievement, personal achievement. Stoked.
Actually, my favorite trek is Everest trek. I did this one more than 30-40 times, so I like this trek better than others.
And tell me about the favourite climb. What's your most favourite climb?
In Nepal, Himalayas, Amdablam is my favorite climb because this is technically is a bit hard. People say it's harder than Everest, so I like this one.
And how long have you been trekking for? How long have you been a guide?
Since '99, I've been a guide for trekking, mountaineering. Yes.
Did you summit any mountain?
I did some mountaineering peaks, like 6,000 peaks. I did lots of that one. But mountains like Amdablam, I did Annapurna too, but not Everest. About 7,300 meters I've been in the Everest, but not on the summit.
Is your dream to summit Everest?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. I would like to do one day that one. That's my passion.
So, तपाईँ आमडाब्लम चढ्यो भने हैन कुराहरु जोड्नु न कहाँ
The Amdablam is harder than Everest. It's technically hard, but the altitude is less than Everest. I did this one 3 times. It's quite nice, yeah.
So how is your feelings in that time?
Oh yeah, I feel very proud when I've been in the summit. I feel so exciting. Yeah.
What you saw from the top?
Yeah, I think in my feeling, I think that I can see the 360.
Beautiful.
So how you feel with this group?
Yeah, I feel this is, I think, fantastic group.
So how you explain about this group?
In my opinion, this group is better than others group. This is a 5-star.
Definitely my thermals, my down sleeping bag, and my cans of tuna and baked beans and lollies.
My poles, my thermals, and my down jacket and beanie.
Okay.
Most essential.
Let's see, Pete. Well, on trips like this, I guess you're always going to have things you're going to forget that you need. I think the Ugg boots would have. My mother told me to pack my Ugg boots before I left. You should always listen to your mother, even though you're never too old to listen to your mother. Ugg boots. It's probably the only thing I really wish I had on this trip. Everything else I've managed to do without. Gloves.
Yeah?
Yeah, I wish I had these a few weeks ago in New Zealand. I was too tight to buy a pair, but they're only about $5.
Yeah.
But gloves, underpants, thermals, beanie, sunglasses.
Sunglasses for sure.
Sunglasses, Thanks to Victoria for buying me these. Otherwise, I would have been out of it. Would have had my cheap $10 pair. Would have no eyes when I got back. But for sure.
Lip gloss, sunglasses, puffer jacket, thermals. What else?
I think that's about it. Oh, hang on, and a hot water bottle. That is my best friend.
By far and away, the best item I bought along the way has been the hot water bottle.
Yep.
That has saved me on numerous nights.
Number one, antibiotics. I've had the beauty of being able to have 2 sets so far. And my SteriPen. Although there's some sceptical people that it's not working without the purple light, I'm confident Georgie has done me well and kept me healthy.
I think those thermals and the socks, you couldn't have bought enough clothes. It's been absolutely freezing. I didn't realise how cold it's actually going to be.
Yeah, look, reaching base camp was, I suppose, the whole goal of this trip, and it was just a great achievement, and everyone was in really good spirits and getting around each other and giving each other high fives and having photos with the base camp rock and things like that. So it was probably the highlight of the trip so far.
Yeah. Is it what you expected?
Scenery-wise, probably not. I suppose when you don't know what base camp looks like, you're imagining that it's a big camp with all tents and all that kind of stuff, and there wasn't much of that around. It was basically just a huge rock which said base camp and gave the elevation. But the cool thing was that the whole of base camp's on a glacier, which I thought was pretty amazing.
It was a relief. It was just, it was like a medal of valor. Anyone that gets anywhere near there needs a medal of valor.
Yeah.
All the hardships and hard time to get there. It was really worth it. And I've been here the second time, so it was unfinished business. So I was very proud of myself and proud of Melissa that we both got there.
Yeah, perfect. And is it what you expected?
Didn't really know what to expect. I thought it was going to be some rocks, but wasn't sure. But the scenery was amazing, so I was really impressed with that.
Oh, great. That was, to me, that was good. That was an achievement on its own. There was a stage of the trip where I thought I was going to be turning around. Probably, I think where we were now, Perichet. I wasn't thinking I was going any further than that, but I got on the oxygen the night before. It looked like a guy from Silence of the Lambs, and it got me through it. And I seem to have been better up at high altitude than I am at low altitude, so I might come back and live here.
Yeah, okay, great. So
Yeah,
was base camp everything you expected it to be?
I had no idea what to expect, to be honest. I've just been going with it, and I actually thought we might be able to see Everest from there, but we didn't. Just another world out there, really. It's like being on Mars, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't really remember base camp much. I think I had a meltdown. I can't really remember how I got there, and I can't really remember coming back. But I believe the photos show that I was there. It was exciting for Trek Adventures Nepal being their first trek that we actually all got there. I couldn't let the team down, even though I felt like dying.
Base camp was a sense of achievement. Like it was a pretty tough 2-3 days prior to getting to base camp. So actually getting there, dealing with all the, I guess, the physical and the mental barriers that we went through was a really good sense of achievement to actually feel like you've made it.
Yeah. And was it everything you expected it to be?
There definitely weren't any dancing girls at base camp. It was a little bit underwhelming in terms of, I guess, the location.
Yep.
But I guess, look, at the end of the day, it's about achieving a goal, and that's what we all did. And it was fantastic that everyone in the group made it to base camp.
Proud, really proud. A few days earlier, I was the lucky one in the group that got hit by food poisoning. And just for a moment there, I was worried I wasn't going to make it. But pushing through and just arriving, and the fact that we all arrived, I think a few other people have said it as well, it was just, I had a big smile. I heard Matt and a few of the others say a little bit of disappointment at what was there. I didn't feel that at all. I just was really stoked.
That was the reason, that was certainly the reason that I came, so I think everyone was the same. So it was almost as much relief as anything else, getting up the mountain and walking as slowly as we did. I didn't expect to be walking that slowly, but I guess to ensure that no effects of altitude were felt, that's how we had to move. And so to have got there when we did, and if we had been there a day later, we wouldn't have been allowed to go, so it was almost as much relief as anything else.
A place called Namshi, which is probably, I think, was that the second night we stayed somewhere, or the third night? We stayed a couple
third
nights
night,
there. Yeah, we stayed a couple nights there. Yeah, that was probably the best, most comfortable. Had our own bathroom and shower in each room and that kind of stuff. So made not having to go to the communal toilets that freeze up during the night and showers and stuff like that made it all worth it.
Best night's sleep, probably Namshi, I'd say. Just the same thing with Luke, with the toilet, your own toilet, your own hot shower. It's nice to have your own stuff and not have to share communal things.
Oof. You know, I've had all my night sleeps have been great. I've had a great roommate. We've shared dreams and things together. I think my last 2 hours this morning was the best until Sandesh woke me up.
Yep.
But every other night's been sort of pretty average.
Oh, best night's sleep was last night.
Really?
Yeah, by far and away. Namshi Bazaar, hot bed, bang, hot shower, awesome.
When I pretty much passed out for 15 hours.
Parashade?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great.
I had 2 nights earlier in the trip. All the days, all the nights had melded into one, so I'm not sure where it was, but it was before we started taking the Dimox.
Yeah.
And I had 2 nights where I slept right through from about 8 until 6 in a row, and yeah, they're unbelievable.
I suppose just the scenery is pretty amazing. I just can't get over the sheer steepness and size of the mountains that you walk through. Abbottabloom's just a great looking mountain. And yeah, as we get into Gorokshep, when you look around and you're in the bowl surrounded by mountains covered in snow, it's pretty amazing.
The highlight would be just meeting all the new people that I didn't know before. Everyone's great. You know, get along with everyone pretty well. And just getting up to base camp and doing it all together, and we all succeeded as 100% as a team, and we all got there together, so that was the most important thing.
Yeah, brilliant.
Kalapata,
yeah,
by far for me. I mean, there's been a few highlights along the way for sure, but that one will stand out. Just being up there, not feeling your toes, not feeling your fingers, and then the sun coming up behind Everest, and just being up there and just me and Sandesh really, and having a great guide. That was something I'll never forget, definitely.
I think getting the whole team there, I think along the way it's been a pretty tough trek for all of us. It's mentally tough. So I think just all getting us here, the film crew safely. We've had a few hiccups along the way, but we eventually got there.
Yeah.
So that's been my highlight. And that I'm a happy girl now because we're on the way home.
Yeah.
Look, I think it's been, I guess, the conversations along the way, getting to know people. The scenery has been amazing. Like every corner you walk around is some amazing new view, and that's just been breathtaking.
I actually had a real amazing day yesterday. We kind of split off into 2 groups, and I stuck with Brad, Simon and Luke, and we just caned it down. I felt like instead of being in reboot, I was in boot camp. We did, Indian
file?
Indian file.
Yeah.
So every 3 minutes we were changing lead. And it was classic because every time Simon was doing it, we were running down. And I really felt like I physically pushed myself, and it was a real highlight. Second highlight is probably Illy Coffee Beans right now.
Getting to base camp, I think.
Yeah.
That was the goal. Actually getting and coming over here was to get to base camp. If anything, I was probably a little bit disappointed in not getting to Kalapata the next morning. It was the only night that I actually woken up after reaching base camp with a headache, and probably regret now not going up to Kalapata with Steve. It's been great to see Sanjay. He's probably dropped. We thought he was 4 or 5 months pregnant when he first started the trip. But he's lost 3 or 4 chins now. So.
And he's had the baby.
And he's had something. I don't know where it's gone. He's lost a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
This morning, really as well, we're sitting down having breakfast, and I was eating my porridge, and poor old Steve walks back in. He's ghost white. His whole face, all the blood's drained out of it.
Yeah.
He'd been down to the room. He just told us he saw a couple of horses fornicating.
Really?
But then he's kind enough to go into some details to say that obviously what had happened on the horse's climax.
Yep.
and he almost wore
most of it.
Well, I'm not sure, but I certainly lost the appetite for the porridge soon after that.
How long have you got? Momos, I'll never touch them again. I won't eat rice again. I won't eat chapati bread. I won't eat boiled eggs. I won't eat Tibetan bread. I won't eat baked beans from up here. That's about it. Pretty much every food you can get in Nepal I won't eat again.
Well, anything to do with, I won't eat eggs for a long time, potatoes for a long time, rice for a long time. Ginger and lemon teas, I don't think I'll ever see again. I pretty much stuck to a pretty reasonable diet here of just fried potatoes a lot of the time, so you're pretty much not going to look at a potato ever again.
Yeah.
So besides that, pretty good.
Nothing. I love the food here, man.
Really?
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, everything about it's great. No, I don't know. I mean, I've mainly been eating baked beans and eggs, but I've been eating baked beans and eggs since I was about 2 years old, so nothing's going to stop me.
Really changing.
Even seeing those runny eggs come out of the shell this morning didn't turn me off. And the hot baked beans, no, man. It can only get better.
What am I never going to eat? I think boiled eggs, fried eggs, omelette, fried rice, baked beans. I could go on. I'm almost nauseous at each meal. Oh, and God forbid, never mention the word momo to me again.
I'd probably say momos. I'll be giving momos a little bit of a gap for a while.
I'm really anti-eggs at the moment. I'm just sick to death of seeing boiled eggs and omelettes and eggs in all form. I don't know if that's going to be a short-lived sway against the eggs, but at the moment they're not on my radar.
It's gonna be a long time before I eat any porridge again. I discovered it late on this trip, and it's been a constant for breakfast every morning for the last 4 or 5 days. I think we've eaten enough potatoes to last for till the end of the year. It's a general taste and a general smell. I think all the food sort of melds into one and becomes one and the same.
Look, to be honest, it's a toss-up between a hamburger a lot with chips or my favourite fish and chip shop, Hunky Dory's in Port Melbourne, where I'm just going to go nuts on a couple of pieces of fish and dim sims and chips and just live fatty for a couple of weeks.
Fish tank in Brighton, I'll be seeing you soon.
Mother's roast dinner, Yorkshire puddings, cheesy white sauce, roast chicken, gravy, pumpkin, you name it, peas. All the things I neglected when I was younger, but making up for it now.
Yeah. Oh, Japanese for sure.
Really?
Oh, I'd love a bit of sushi.
Yep.
Yes, that's what I'm hanging for.
Lamb roast.
Yep.
Yeah, we've had a lot of time to think about this. Lamb roast, #1. Bang.
My brother's lasagna with spinach and pine nuts and a fresh salad with avocado and balsamic vinegar.
I'm actually looking forward to eating some fruit, I think.
Yep.
I haven't had any fruit for 2 or 3 weeks, however long it's been here now. And then from one extreme to the other, probably some pizza as well, I think.
Yeah. The best card player would have to be a man I now call the card shark, Sanjay. He looks at everybody else's cards while he's playing. He counts cards. And I think he'd get kicked out of every casino he went in. Definitely mental. Physical wasn't too bad. Like legs and body, I was pretty good. I suppose everyone struggled a little bit with the altitude. I seemed to cope not too bad with it. I only think I had a headache one day. But mentally, the conditions here I've never really experienced before, so it was a bit of a challenge trying to consistently get up every day and knowing you're going to a worse place every single day. So trying to push yourself through that. I suppose it made it all worth it when you get to the base camp.
Just a mental challenge. The physical part is, it's not physically as in you're working out hard, it's physically as in everything drains your body. Yeah. So, the food drains your body, the altitude drains your body, mentally and physically. So in that respect, you just get drained a lot, that's all. And you got to keep yourself, 100% mentally tough, otherwise this mountain can, suck you up and spit you out?
I say a bit of both. More on the mental side, I guess. Just, you know, getting up and wondering whether you got altitude sickness or not, and then got a headache. I don't get headaches normally, so I guess any headaches. Everybody says any sign of anything's altitude sickness, you know. But I mean, when you could be living back home, you're gonna have sinuses. You're gonna be tired from a trip. You're gonna have a bit of heat, sunstroke. So I'd say more. I don't know, a bit of both, I think.
Yeah.
I think mentally challenging most of the trip. I think the bit to base camp, I was baked. I was not feeling good that morning from Gorakshep, so I think it was physically demanding to actually get there. I think I walked so slow. The whole team was tortured, but I think mentally, I think it's pretty tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think both, but probably more mental than anything else.
Yeah.
It's being able to get yourself in a position where you deal with the cold, you deal with not having a shower for 5 days, you deal with the food that's on offer. I think it's very easy to get caught up in being annoyed at the little things. You've got to get over that and just enjoy the experience for what it is.
Yeah.
Look, naturally, even when I get sick, I bounce back pretty quick, and I think that's a mental strength. I've just found it a challenge on both sides, but maybe more mental than anything. I don't get fazed that easy, and I'm still even getting sick in dodgy toilets and things like that. Pass through it, still happy.
Oh, it's been elements of both, I think. I don't know if you could say one more than the other. I was certainly surprised in the physical aspect of it actually getting up the mountain.
Yeah.
How thin actually the air was, and particularly walking up some of those steep climbs, how difficult it was to breathe and how quickly you lose your breath, and your heart rate would climb really, really quickly. Mentally it hasn't been too bad. I think I've done a couple of treks before and was prepared, and that being so far outside your comfort zone.
Yeah.
But physically I didn't actually think it was going to be this difficult.
What's that word for cool? I know namaste, which is like hello and welcome and all that kind of stuff. There's a few other words. I think going on that question, I think the Nepalese know a few Australian words now, especially our guides and a couple of the other guys. They seem to drop a few words.
Through the tutelage of yourself? Or?
Usually they come from me,
yeah.
And I've just given them a bit of Australian vernacular, and I think they're going to put it to good use. He seems to wake me up every morning with a couple of decent words and gets me up and about.
Well, namaste, which means hello, you know. And then we have Dandibad, which means thank you, and my brain's a bit addled now, but I know some other words, but I just can't think of them at the moment. But
Namaste, Sababara, Bobamana, Sisa, Ketel. Sandesh.
The only word I know is dal butt. The only thing I can eat and keep down is dal butt.
Okay.
Quite a few along the way. Chito, which means faster. Faster.
Oh, faster.
Which I had to say to Jungle all the time because he was too slow. Look, there's heaps of them. Bundre, which I think means monkey.
Yeah. Might just get some clarification on that.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure the Jungle's been teaching me the right words.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of others, but I'm actually not 100% sure that what I'm being told that they mean is actually what they mean.
All right.
Sakadam. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome. All the normal, like obviously we all knew namaste beforehand. Danny Bath, thank you.
Yeah.
Just the classics. And rum roll.
Rum roll.
Yeah, I remember that one by Rumballs. Rum roll is cool.
I think the only one was probably been Mundre. I don't know how to say it properly, but
Mundre?
All the porters and the guys started talking about Mundre, and it sort of stuck, so it's been a bit of fun.
Yeah, okay.
Lemon tea was probably my favourite, but in saying that, the higher we got, the worse it got.
Yeah.
So then I've come back to black tea now.
Yeah.
They seem to can't stuff that one up.
Yeah.
Milk coffee. powdered
coffee.
milk and coffee, yeah. No, every now and then just got to have a coffee, yeah, it's great. But there's all kinds of teas, ginger tea, lemon tea, mint tea, you name it, every place has it.
Yep.
They're all different, they all got their own little spice of life, so
Yeah, okay.
give it a go, you know.
Look, I think I've had so much mint tea, I may never drink mint tea again. It's been the only thing, mint tea and water. 4 litres of water a day, 4 bottles a day. Torture for me.
Mint tea.
Mint
Mint
tea?
tea's been a bit of a staple.
Yeah. Fresh or the bag?
Let's go fresh mint tea.
Yeah.
Fresh mint tea if you
Alright,
can get it.
Like that.
I gotta say, since getting sick, I'm the hot ginger and lemon. Not tea, hot ginger and lemon.
I don't think I've drunk any more hot tea in my life than I have in the past 2 weeks. That's certainly been nice getting into the tea houses after a long day and wrapping your hands around the warm glass of tea.
Look, from a goal perspective, definitely 10 out of 10 being able to achieve the goal. And I think the trip for the reboot program has been great as well. But yeah, look, it's something I didn't really expect, so it's hard to actually rate it. But I've definitely enjoyed myself. Okay.
Oh, I'd rate the trip as a whole and meeting all my new friends now that I'll have for a long, long time and enjoying myself. I'd give it a 9 out of 10, no problems, you know.
Yeah, great.
Everyone goes through hardship at Everest, you know. It doesn't matter who you are, you're going to go through a little bit of hardship, but that's just life in general if you want to be at the mountain, you know.
You know, like it depends which way you want to look at it. It's going to be tough no matter how you do it, really, but to me it's been a 10 for sure. There's moments where it was a 1 where you're waking up going, oh, this is not right, but you know, once you get to the top and making your way back down, you feel it's like you've never done anything like this before, you know. It's an achievement for sure, so no regrets at all.
Got to rate the trip 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 to Trek Adventures Nepal.
Probably I would have brought a generator and hired another Sherpa and got him to carry a generator all the way up the hill, so I could have had a microwave, a TV, could have heated stuff up.
Probably Miss Nepal as a masseuse. If I could bring her along, that would have been tremendous.
Well, it's a tad embarrassing because I'm about 25 kilos over luggage, so I nearly brought everything from home bar the kitchen sink. So, no, I bought everything I needed.
Alright, great.
Probably big screen TV.
Yeah, big screen TV.
Big screen TV would have been great.
I have major envy on Mel with a fresh pillowcase. So, and more moisturiser. Way more moisturiser.
More moisturiser.
Yeah, like your skin just gets windburnt and the glare, and I'm just,
Okay.
thought I took a sufficient supply, but...
I probably would have bought more clothes, I think. By the time you start wearing them 3 or 4 times, it's a bit of an effort.
Yeah.
Getting out of your sleeping bag and putting on the same pair of socks and the same clothes again. But once you start walking again, it's fun.
No, I'm tough. No hot water bottle. I'm
No
like
hot
yourself.
water bottle,
I think you
okay.
bought 2, didn't you?
I'm a hot water bottle man for sure. I'm a pussy, you know. I need the hot water bottle, so yeah.
Yeah, it's worth every cent you pay for hot water every night, you know, as long as they fill it up right.
Yep.
And make sure you close the lid. You could burn your knackers off.
Oh my god, I'm a hot water bottle girl. It has been my best friend. I could not live without it.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think you could trek Nepal without it.
100% hot water bottle,
Yeah.
especially when you're sick. Or I don't like sleeping with socks on, even in a sleeping bag. Down the bottom, warm.
No, I haven't been at all.
Really?
I haven't missed it and haven't noticed it. At times during the night I'd take more clothes off because I've just gotten too hot.
Low light would have to be the tea houses, apart from Nepal. Look, they're not exactly
The height?
and I don't even think they get a star in Australia.
Yeah.
I think you'd be looking at the worst backpacking place you could ever find, and that's probably 5-star here. That's probably been my low light.
Low light was at Farrashay when I got altitude sickness at 4,000 metres. Wasn't pleasant, but luckily we met a Sydney doctor that, she put me on a machine and cured me from the altitude sickness. So that was my low light and highlight of the trip as well. all at once.
A low light?
Yeah.
What do you mean, like a bad time?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Perisher on the way up, I must have hit my all-time low. I wasn't feeling too good. I decided I had cold shivers coming up my spine and thought it was a good idea to go sit next to the heater, which probably put my body temperature over 100 degrees, and I didn't feel good at all. I thought I was turning around, yeah, but I woke up on the oxygen and felt great.
Oh, I think Gorick Shek, I was baked. Yeah, that was my lowest point. I was absolutely exhausted. I don't think I'd eaten for one day. I had no energy and I had a 4-hour trek ahead of me. Yes, that was my worst day. But I'm a happy girl now because we're on the way back.
Probably on my first day actually, when I rolled into Kathmandu and had a look around and I'd never seen anything like it. It's like 5 people on one bicycle and 15 dogs just running around, chasing a bloke. It's like, what's going on here?
Okay.
Yeah, it's just crazy. It was a bit of a culture shock, but I've got used to it since.
Hit the wall, probably Gorick Shep, because I knew it's not the nicest place. It's a pretty barren type place, so yeah. I just couldn't wait to get to base camp and then get away from Gorick Shep. But since we passed Gorick Shep, I was happy again, you know.
Alright, great.
Just being cold 1 minute, hot the next, but woke up feeling alright, and that's where I think the mental side of it comes in. You keep going, you know.
Yeah.
And then get to where you're going and turn around, come back.
I hit the wall coming back from base camp. That's when the headache kicked in, and it took me probably a day and a half to get over, and that was tough.
After getting the food poisoning, I was bad for a day, and I thought I bounced back quicker. I think I'm very stubborn. No, I don't think anyone in the group's going to argue against that. And we had about a 6-hour trek that day. Up until the lunch point, after drinking a gross glucose drink of Matt's, I'd had a bit of energy, and then I just faded bad in the way that poor Mel was running up a hill, flagging a doctor down to give me some antibiotics to finish the last couple of hours, and it was getting cold, and I was just a bit of a blur walking in. I don't remember who I handed my poles or anything to, and that was my low light.
I think it hit the wall at about 5:30, 6 o'clock every day, just as I woke up.
Yeah.
Swearing and cursing to Luke that what are we doing here, what a waste of time. The races are on back in Melbourne, we're here in this place, and got to get up and put cold, dirty, stinking clothes on and do it all again.
Yep.
But again, once you get dressed and start moving, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's been a good trip all around. Met some good people, met a lot of good Nepalese guys. Yesterday was also a highlight, coming back with the guys, getting to spend quality time with the local guys too, you know, and then spending some time with the Aussies, you know, being the odd one out, as you so to speak, but they've treated me well, you know. They've been alright, they're not too bad. Anyway, it's a great place, you know. I recommend it to anybody that's got some time up their sleeve to give it a go.
Yep.
No, I'm a happy girl. I no longer have any altitude anger. I certainly have had a bit of that along the way. However, it is all gone and I'm all smiles.
We're on the couch with my favourite Nepalese guides, Sandesh and Jungle. We're just going to ask them a few questions just about the trip to see how they went. Tell us, guys, who was the most demanding on the trek? As a guest, who was that?
I think I have no answer about this question. I think all guests are same. They are like Sundays.
Deary me. It's a controversial response. Come on, Jungle Hollywood.
I think that's all great. They look good.
They were all good. Yes, my favourite. What English words have you learnt along the way?
I think this trip I learned G'day mate.
We love that.
Yes.
What about you, Jungle?
I can't say anything about this.
You can't say anything about that. Okay. Who has been the easiest client? Who's the easiest guest we have on this trek? The one that makes your life easy. Smiles every day, pleasant, easy guest.
I think all the guests are great. All is easiest.
All the guests?
Yes,
Really?
yeah. I feel all is
Very good. And you, Jungle?
Yeah, also the guests are good
And very nice?
Yeah, they are nice.
Who's the funniest on the trip? Who makes you laugh?
I think last moment I want to say Steve. He always say we met one girl in the top of the Kalapatha. Her name is Blanca. He always asking Blanca.
He likes Blanca.
Yeah, I think that's the funniest. He's the funniest.
And who's the best card player of the team?
I think Simon is the best player. He always
Simon,
he
really?
always
Better than you, Jungle Hollywood. Really? Who's the biggest whinger? Who complains the whole trip? Who made your life a misery? Come on, who was the person?
I think no.
Did anyone have this thing called altitude anger on the trip? Did anyone ever feel that?
I think one of my friends and
altitude anger. And he was the only one? He was the only one who got altitude anger?
No, I think
No?
no.
More people? No?
No.
And who do you enjoy talking to the most? Who do you talk to on the trek?
I think all guests want to talk.
All the guests.
Yeah.
They all love to talk about themselves?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
all day?
Yeah, when I meet them, then they want to talk.
They want to tell you everything.
Yes.
You feel like a counsellor. Yes, you do. So, Jungle, what did you enjoy most about the trek? We loved your dancing and your music.
Yeah.
What did you enjoy most? Was it the guests?
Yeah.
We're good, aren't we? We're a good team.
Yeah.
What did you enjoy most, Sandesh?
In this trip, yeah, I enjoyed with all of the guests. Yeah, after trip we playing cards, making jokes. Yeah.
Life was good.
Life is
Wait. Okay, so Mel's gone. Now, boys, I'd like to ask these questions just one more time. So, tell us, who's been the most demanding on the treks out of our group?
I think all are same, in my opinion, because everyone is calling me like a Sundays like this.
Yeah.
I think
Okay, so
everyone same.
how about you, Jungle?
Yeah, also that everyone is good and everyone's call me Jungle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there wasn't any particular person who normally wears a blue jacket or a purple jacket, wasn't overly demanding, asking you to get them teas and stuff their sleeping bag every day and...
Yeah, I think Mel, I know already Mel.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's asking me.
Yeah.
Put up my sleeping bag in the sleeping bag.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. How about you, Jungle?
No, I don't think
No, you don't think so. Okay. Well, okay. You'll learn. So, what English words have you learned along the way?
Yeah, someone they said rude words.
Like which ones?
Someone they said cockhead.
and what else?
But
any other words?
Yeah, one word is g'day mate.
G'day mate.
Yeah, that's I learned.
Yeah.
In this trip.
I can't say anything else.
No other words? No. Okay. And who's been the easiest to manage on the trip? Feel free to say me if you'd like. It's fine. You can say me.
I think you're the easiest.
Yeah. No, in all seriousness, who's been the easiest to manage? Who have you not had to have to look after that much? They've just looked after themselves.
Yeah, all guests are
the same.
Same, yeah. Easiest. This is a great trip. Yeah.
Great group.
Yeah.
How about you, Jungle?
So that all are good, and this is the first trip of trek adventure.
Yeah, it is the first trip of Trek Adventures. So, who's the sweetest on the trip, Jungle? Who's the sweetest person? Who's the nicest person on the trip?
All are nice.
All of nice.
Yeah, all
really?
these are nice.
The girl
All
that
nice.
gives him Clearasil is the nicest. Yes,
Okay.
she is.
And who's the funniest on the trip? Who's the funniest? Who makes you laugh the most?
Simon.
Simon? Yeah? How about you?
I think Steve is the funniest.
Steve's the funniest?
Yes, because we met Steve and I been top of the Kalapatha.
Yeah.
He met one, I think, Czech Republic girl.
Oh, yeah.
Her name is Blanca.
Blanca?
Yeah, he always asking about the Blanca.
Yeah.
Even when he asking tea, is Blanca tea is
Really?
available?
Okay.
So he's the funniest, I think.
Okay, very good. And Jungle, who's the best card player?
Simon.
Simon's the best card player?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that.
I think so. Simon is the best player. He always is grandmaster. Yeah.
Really, he's the grandmaster. Simon's the grandmaster. Wow. Just I love you, Simon.
And when he did grandmaster, he always did like.
And so who complains the most on the trip? Who's constantly coming to you with different bits and pieces about how sore they are or tired, or who does that the most?
I think no one did that.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Would you like to think maybe a little bit more about that question?
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Positive?
Yes.
Okay. One last chance. No? Melissa?
No.
Not Melissa?
Not Melissa.
Okay. And who do you enjoy talking with the most? Who do you have lots of conversations with and talk to?
I think I did all of the guests. Yeah, I would like to talk with all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are great. Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Jungle?
Me also, I talk all the
Pete?
girls.
Oh, good. Very good. So, who's had altitude anger?
I think.
It's when we were coming into Perichet and someone came storming in the tea house and she thought she might have had a little bit of altitude sickness because she had to run a couple of meters.
I didn't feel that one because I was the last with Steve.
Yeah.
Because we've been top of the
Yeah.
Kalapatha, so
Okay.
I didn't.
Yep. So no one? You didn't see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I definitely saw it. Jungle? Yep. No? Okay. No worries. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
No
Yes,
worries.
yeah.
You two have been great.
And
We couldn't have done
I
it
would like
without
to
you.
say thank you for Pete and Melissa,
Yeah.
which is supporting us. And I would like to say thanks our friend like Vinod sir, Sanjay sir, and
Hari.
Hari, Hari, right?
Yeah.
Hari sir, yeah. And
No
thank you
worries.
very much, Pete, and thank you very much, Melissa.
No
Yeah.
worries. Our pleasure.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much. We've had an opportunity to get some thoughts out of our favourite two guides, Sandesh and Jungle, and this is the first of many treks.
के जुम गरेछ